Hello and welcome back to Linux Gamer Till I Die. This is episode 17 of my playthrough of Fallout New Vegas. In the previous episode, we tied up a few loose ends in Freeside. Most notably, we recruited a sex bot for one of the casinos and had to get a program for it to run. Amusingly, the robot is called Fisto, and you have to assume the position in order to use it. That was certainly an interesting part of the episode. Apart from that, we also got a new job from I've forgotten the name of the guy. One of the twins working at the energy weapons shop. He wants me to go find Cass, who is up at the NCR outpost, and bring her back to him for some reason. He didn't go into any details, but we've got that quest to do. And we've also recruited Rex, the Cybertronic dog that normally accompanies the king. The king has asked us to take him to this doctor who can perform brain surgery on Rex to help him recover, because he's currently in a bad way. So that's what we were currently doing. We're just heading into the wilderness through a mountain pass in order to reach this doctor. So there's going to be a few strong monsters around. We're going to see how well we fare against them. I think we dealt with a few Cazadors in the previous episode, and we didn't do too badly, so hopefully we won't find this too difficult. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling, because I didn't really watch my previous episode before I started doing this one, so a lot of what I'm saying is from memory, and my memory is terrible, especially at this time of year. Right, so we got Rex. Had to give up Edie in order to bring Rex with us, but we'll go find Edie after we've got Rex all up and running again. This guy just went weird. Fortunately, it seems we can have one human companion and one non-human companion, so we can have Rex and Veronica, or we could have Edie and Veronica, or some other human. Which makes it pretty easy to transport stuff. We don't need to worry about running into any weird thing with the smoke there. We don't need to worry about running into any carrying limits, unless we go a bit too mad and start picking up every giant weapon we find. Well, so far this has been quite uneventful. It's a big horner, it's fine. They're generally not hostile unless you attack them first. Oh. Territorial, but not aggressive unless we go too close. So we'll leave him to be. There's another one up there. It seems like there's a couple of enemies over there as well. Don't know if that's the big horners or if there's something hiding behind them. Seems to be quite close. Yeah, it must be the big horner. So they're enemies, but they're not hostile enemies at the moment, which is fine by me. Oh, Rex has seen something. Didn't have anything on it. so now we need to head up here. More big hornets. It's like something metal over here as well. Yeah, another shack. Probably won't get anywhere near that one either. I'm going to put my gun away, I've not needed to use it yet. Oh, and as soon as I do, it's giant nymphs, they're fine. Yay! I got a perk. Was it a perk? Or was it just an achievement? No, it's a perk. That's cool.
Trouble.
Mornings. Oh. Giant grasshoppers or whatever they are. Oh, still more of them. Giant mantises. They don't really have much of a chance. Anything else? No, doesn't look like it. Radar is currently clear. Oh, compass rather. There's no more.
Come on!
She was going to attack me, huh?
Enough of that.
Another one? Really? Something over here. What? Rex, did you do that? I'm a little bit confused. I don't even know where that thing is. That's big hornets on the hill. We'll leave them be. It's quite picturesque up here. If it wasn't for the cracked road, you wouldn't know this is the apocalypse. Oh, post-apocalypse. Oh shit, looks like there's something guarding the way there. They're not hostile. Super mutants?
Someday, I miss being in the Master's army.
Welcome to Jacobstown, human. You're free to walk around. Just don't stare at the Nightkin. They don't like people looking at them. And if you're NCR, keep it to yourself. They're not popular around here. Doc's inside the lodge. Nightkin suffers schizophrenia from the stealth boys they're always using. One of the reasons I settled Jacobstown was so they could be cured. While they're in town, the Nightkin aren't allowed to have stealth boys, so their craziness doesn't get worse. Trouble is, the Nightkin don't like being visible either. They don't take being exposed too well. A lot of bad blood between super mutants and humans. Goes back years. Some here still got the scars and memories. Me? I don't really have a problem with the NCR. Set their sights a little too high sometimes, but they try. Legion? That's another story.
This guy is very eloquent for a super mutant.
Caesar thinks he can change human nature. Most of the Legion is following Caesar, not Caesar's ideals. When he's gone, it'll crumble. Might not happen overnight. Might take a few decades, but it'll happen. Basic human nature. Greed, ambition, jealousy. We'll see to it. They expand. Fast. If you got land they want, they'll take it. Eventually. Did it out west? They'll do it here. They keep rolling over people. They'll regret it. That's how revolutions start. Seen them grow from a single town, Shady Sands, into the Republic. They've done good for the most part. Not really. Heard it's a paradise in the wasteland. Never been there myself. Doubt they'd let a mutant in. Amazes me people would come from all over the waste to throw away everything they've got in that town. All right. Such as... was a resort pre-war. I renamed it to Jacobstown after an old friend. Died a long time ago. I figured us mutants needed a place to call our own. Town's far enough away from humans so they don't bother us much. One of these days I'm hoping we can trade with the rest of the wasteland. No more fighting, just get along.
It's a nice stream.
Bighorners. Good eating. And we can trade the hides. Got a lot of wild ones around here, so it's easy to restock the herd. Was part of a super mutant army. Ran a town, walked the wasteland with a tribal. Now I'm here. Long story, so here's the short version. The Master created the super mutants and Nightkin. The Master thought he could unify everyone. No more differences, no more war. Didn't end well. Town was Broken Hills. Bunch of super mutants, humans, and ghouls all living together peacefully. Well, most of the time. We were looking for a Gek to save the village of Arroyo. Eventually, we did. Nuked an oil rig in the process. We went separate ways after that. I went east into the Rockies, looking for other mutants like myself. Don't know what happened to my friend. I got a feeling it turned out all right in the end.
Not sure if this guy was in Fallout 1, 2, or 3. He seems to be a recurring character by the sound of it.
All right.
I remember there was a super mutant in Fallout 3, I think it was, that was coherent like this guy.
Same as any civilized town. Don't start any fights or steal anything. We'll treat you fair. Not a lot to ask. See you.
Alright.
Need to tighten up my vices again. Spotted some humans down the road. Could be great cons again. Jimmy! Little Jimmy! My, how you're grown up! So good of you to come visit your grandma. I watch over the Bighorners. They're sweet, gentle creatures, but sometimes they get ornery, just like my grandkids.
Big ornery. Ah.
Talk to you soon, dear.
I'm going to let her think I'm Jimmy. He might give me sweeties. I'm sure she's a Nightkin. Wait. Let's see if we can find a doctor.
Another human. One was enough. Bother someone else. I don't want anything to do with you. Humans are always staring at things. We Nightkin don't like being stared at. Is uncomfortable. It is different. Right now, I'm trying very hard to remain civil, and you're not making it easy with your incessant questions. Dr. Henry, he's one of you. Go speak with him instead of me. I represent the Nightkin. Marcus may lead this town, but the Nightkin listen to what I have to say. Doesn't mean I don't respect Marcus for what he's trying to do. However, he doesn't truly understand the difficulties of being a Nightkin. The stealth boys we use have cumulative adverse effects on our minds. Jacobstown was supposed to be a sanctuary, a place to find a cure. Instead, we wait and wait. I'm sick of waiting. Finally.
Some days, I miss being in the Master's army.
The voices in my head are getting louder.
Not anyone can take the pre-war book. And a teddy bear. We can take a lot of stuff actually. We just can't open things. It's odd. I wonder if these toilets are big enough for them.
Some days, I miss being in the Master's army.
Just looking around for anyone else.
Need to tighten up my vices again.
Anyone else to talk to. I don't know if that's meant to be an NCR man or Caesar's Legion or just any general human. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to try and pick that. Alright, I guess this guy's downstairs. Yeah. Cool.
Hello. Huh. I'd heard there were new people in town, but I thought it was more super mutants. Nice to meet you. I'm Calamity.
You have an interesting name.
Thank you. Change names and jobs every decade or so just to keep things interesting. I picked Calamity this time because it sounded nice. Never really done much science stuff till now. I'm pretty good at it. Or so Dr. Henry tells me. Most of the time, I'm Dr. Henry's research assistant. We're looking into ways to cure I'm also handy with tools. Once in a while I venture down into the valley to trade the big horner hides and meat for supplies. Alright.
So she was very vague about what they're trying to find a cure for. Ooh, he's got a few skill books, I might buy those. They don't weigh anything. Have we got anything we need to sell? I really wish I could sort things by weight. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sell them. Alright, that'll do.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. Prospectors looking for salvage, usually. They always run when they see the mutants. The Great Khans come this way once in a while, but they keep their distance. I think they're mostly keeping an eye on us. Let me take a look.
Haven't got enough money to repair all. We're not too far away. Let's repair the service rifle. And that'll probably do.
Bye.
Bye.
Howdy.
Are you talking to the
Howdy.
dog? Oh, you don't sound very happy to see me.
I assume this is about something important? You're interrupting my research. I prefer the solitude, and having a bunch of super mutants around tends to keep things safe and quiet.
It's not normally the two things I associate with super mutants, but alright.
Yes, specializing in neuroscience, both human and canine. Of course, this lab is nothing compared to what I had when I was with the Enclave. Yes, but the leadership and I didn't see eye to eye, so I left. It was the right decision, since the Enclave's oil rig was destroyed not long after. Cyberdogs and the like. It's not a field I work in much anymore. If we must. The Nightkin have varying degrees of mental instability due to their addiction to stealth boy use. I've been trying to come up with a cure. I'm currently investigating the local Night Stalker population, since they seem to have developed a natural stealth field. I've also gotten my hands on a working Stealth Boy Mark II prototype, but that experiment is riskier. I'd rather not pursue that research just yet. It's possible, but I've yet to see any hard evidence or hear of any cases where humans were negatively affected. Its negative effects are more pronounced on Nightkin. The stealth field has been modulated to use less power and thus last longer, but for some reason it has pronounced negative effects on the user. However, these pronounced effects will allow me to pinpoint exactly what parts of the brain they're affecting. Unfortunately, I'll need to run the test on a live subject, and Marcus has encouraged me to investigate the Night Stalker mutation first. Because Marcus asked me to, and because it's a reason for me to get up in the morning, I'd like to get one more grand accomplishment done. I'm not convinced that the Night Stalker mutation is a natural one, and I need someone to investigate their lair for proof. Some of the super mutants have looked around as well, but they've come back empty-handed. Perhaps a pair of fresh eyes will have better luck. Lily might be interested in coming with you. She's lost a few of her bighorners to Night Stalker attacks, and would enjoy a little revenge.
So, spoiler alert, the, what do you call them? Oh, fuck off. Night Stalker, there it is. The Night Stalkers are a genetic experiment created in the Big MT. That's one of the DLCs you can go to in this game. And if we get to that point, I'll point out when we get to the people who've actually created the Night Stalkers, and are adamant that they haven't escaped from the Big MT, even though they're all over the wasteland.
I've compared the brain chemistry of a Nightkin to one of the local Night Stalkers we killed. They both exhibit similar neurochemical changes. Now, I'm not claiming that Night Stalkers are running around wearing stealth boys, mind you. I just don't think it's all a coincidence. If we must. It's neural degradation. Biomed gel can only preserve a living brain for so long, so you'll need to find a replacement. I haven't left Jacobstown in years, but there was one woman in Novak, Gibson. I remember her living with a pack of hounds. Aside from her, I know that the Fiends and Caesar's Legion fight alongside dogs. There could be viable specimens among them, if you can get to them. Yes, yes.
Alright, so we need to get another brain. It seems like, yeah, removing the original dog from the equation. Yay, snow globe. I mean, if you remove my brain and replace it with somebody else's, I don't think it would be me anymore. But, yeah, that's what the game tells you to do. There's a whole lot of junk around, but not very many super mutants. I don't know if we can go out with Lily.
Need to tighten up my vices again.
I don't know if we need to get rid of Veronica in order to take Lily with us.
Hello again, dear. Oh no, dearie. 3 makes a crowd.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon, dear.
So, we need to either remove Veronica from our service, which I don't want to do, or we can do this quest without her, I hope. Let's see. Well, I've got 3 different paths we can take here in order to find a brain. Might go see Lady Gibson again. We can get a brain from here, but I think that's with the Fiends. So it'll be a dog that's been bred to attack people. It might be quite useful, actually. Alright, I was going to look at quests. Right. Where do we need to go for that? Just up here. Well, let's do that. Although these Night Stalkers are pretty damn tough. So we may need to retreat. That's impressive. He just rips up all these trees and stuck them around around the town. I don't know if there's going to be a way out, actually. We might need to go all the way to the main gate. Yeah, I think we need to go to the main gate.
Need to tighten up my vices again.
Got a problem. Could use your help. Been having trouble with NCR mercs harassing the town, and they just showed up again. Killing our bighorners, shooting at the lodge, that sort of thing. It's getting hard to keep people from retaliating. Guess I can't say for sure if they're NCR. Wherever they are, they want us dead or gone. Not looking to fight. That'll give NCR an excuse to come up here and wipe us out. You're human. They might be willing to listen to what you have to say. Maybe. I'm not asking you to kill them. Just talk them into leaving. Hell, pay them off if you have to. Thanks.
Alright, let's have a look at that quest. Where do we go for that? Nah, not too far. There's one of them.
Muties aren't so tough if you've got the firepower. Our business is with the Muties, not you. I've always known when to fight and when to back down, and it seems to me I ought to back down this time. My men and I are leaving. You won't see us around here again.
That was easy.
It's much cooler
Wait,
up
what?
here. I love it. Wasteland is better off. Damn muties. Wasteland is better off without them. Wish the muties would make a move. Getting sick of waiting.
Why have they all got crash helmets on? Didn't even notice those guys. They've all got plasma rifles as well. They're pretty well equipped. But apparently, optionally, still wipe the mercenaries out. I think we'll leave that. Right, let's go report back, and then we'll go and do the Night Stalker quest.
Something on your mind? Good. Glad you didn't kill them. Letting them walk away proves we're not bloodthirsty mutants. If NCR or anybody else is looking for an excuse to attack Jacobstown, they're not gonna get it from us. Smart, charismatic, hell of a mean streak. Doesn't care for humans, prefers fighting them to talking. He's got a lot of pull with Nightkin, though. He talks, they listen. Was hoping he could draw the Nightkin to Jacobstown. Keen is saner than most, but I know he's thinking of going his own way again. He's aggressive, impatient, can't stand sitting around. That happens, there's a good chance other Nightkin will follow. It'll make it hard to get a cure to them. Worse, if Keen and the Nightkin tear up the Mojave hunting for stealth boys, people are gonna get killed. Most humans can't tell the difference between mutants. Might come here looking for payback. Because of a promise, one I haven't been able to keep. The Nightkin all suffer from schizophrenia. It's the stealth boys they use, or used to use. Nightkin have a hard time being seen like normal folks. Can't stand it. A few already left to try and find more stealth boys. Miserable situation. They either stay here and suffer, or dig up stealth boys and lose their minds. Not much of a choice. That's like saying Caesar and Kimball would listen to each other. Nightkin don't have a lot of trust for others, mutants included. All right. See you.
Well, that was an easy quest to do. Hopefully this one was not too difficult. Wasn't expecting that. I'm amazed there's still so many trees around, considering how many they must have ripped up to make the fence there. I'm going to see if I've got anything more powerful I can equip. Give the plasma defender another go. I'm not sure if these guys have energy weapon resistance though, so I might switch back to the revolver I was using. Wait, why have I got 2 quest markers? One of them will be for Lily. Yeah. Aha. Stealth mode. Rain fungus. Uh-oh. There's something there, but I can't see it. I guess that's one of the Night Stalkers. What is it, boy? Ah, okay, these guys aren't too difficult at all. So it looks like that's where the main area is. I'm sure there'll be more wandering around. Seems to be a dead end. A whole lot of dead things, not a lot to loot. Oh well. Another way down here. It's going to be radiated water. Only 1 rad per second, it's not too bad. What? Let's get out of this water. I killed 3 of them. Ah, wait, I don't think I meant to kill them all. Well, I can kill them all, but that's not what my task is. Veronica, I need to give you some stuff.
Ooh, got something good for me?
No.
Is it a dress?
No. It's a lot of junk. You can have the ant eggs. And the ant meat. I forgot to sell. And Night Stalker tail. The Night Stalker blood. And the Night Stalker egg. That's a heavy silver spoon. Oh, metal spoon. Just chuck that on the floor. My spoon. Right, so my actual task, rather than killing everything, is to find why they're invisible. I don't think we're going to find the actual reason here, because like I say, they are... Huh. Yeah. So they are actually genetically engineered to be invisible by a group of scientists. They're invisible where they originally came from. I'm pretty sure there was something over here we needed to explore, but maybe there's multiple reasons why they could be invisible here. I'm still in danger, but I don't see anything. Ow. Yeah, they are pretty strong. Look, I'm already at half health. I've only been hit twice. I'm gonna use a stim pack. It makes no difference. Can't see them on the radar either, which is annoying. There it is. And that's the way we came in. Oh. Looks like there's something else around. Not a whole lot in this room, which I find surprising. I thought there would be something in here. Nice one, Rex. Okay, it looks like we've explored the entire place, so maybe that was the only thing we could find in here. Oh well, that was an easy quest to do as well. Let's go report back to the good doctor. Is it Dr. Marcus? Yeah, we can't get over there. Let's go around. Not sure what that noise was. May have imagined it. Not sure where the guards have gone. No, it's not Dr. Marcus after all. Dr. Henry.
Is there something else I can do for you? There's still power, but the casing is cracked. I'm astonished that exposure to the stealth radiation could induce mutations so rapidly. More importantly, this explains why my research into this group of Night Stalkers hasn't come up with a cure for the Nightkin. There's only one avenue left for me. I need to run the Mark II test on Lily. It's the only way. Lily is eccentric, certainly, but I've never felt she was dangerous. More importantly, she asked if she could help me in some way. I've told her about the risks, and she still insists on helping me. Possibly immediate and permanent mental damage. There's a reason the Stealth Boy Mark IIs never got beyond the prototype stage. Lily already has a pre-existing condition, and the experiment will likely make things worse for her. I'll be waiting.
Okay, so we have to sacrifice Lily for the greater good.
Someone's watching me. I can feel it. Someone's watching me. I can feel it.
Yeah. Don't know if it actually does affect her or not.
Hello again, dear. Of course, dearie. I know it's dangerous, but it'll all turn out for the best. You'll see. I'll go to him now. It would be rude to keep him waiting. I'm helping Dr. Henry with his experiment right now, dear. Come see me again in a bit.
The equipment is hooked up and ready. We can start the test as soon as you give me the go-ahead. Very well. Please stand back. I don't want any erroneous readings. You're welcome to stay and observe if you want, though. All right, power on the Stealth Boy, Lily.
Turning it on. Feels strange. Strange but good.
Interesting. Try thinking aggressive thoughts now. Think about smashing a rad scorpion.
Lily smash! Yeah!
How are those readings looking, Calamity?
Stealth field is unstable and scrambling things. The reading says gamma wave activity is 0, but that can't possibly be right. Gamma wave activity is 0. That can't be right. Must be a result of the interference.
All right, we're done here. Go ahead and power the stealth boy down, Lily.
Oh, I liked having it on.
I'll get back to you on that in a moment, once I've analyzed the results.
Well, well, congratulations on getting the Mark II prototype functional, Doctor. Now, just hand it over, and we'll be on our way. My request is perfectly reasonable. Give us the stealth boy specs, and there will be no need for us to splatter the room with your insides.
Ooh.
There are caches of stealth boys out there. With the Mark II in hand, it shouldn't be difficult to upgrade every one of them. Our lives, our decision to make. We're tired of sitting around in Jacobstown waiting for a cure.
I guess we give it and have a peaceful resolution, or don't give it and have an all-out brawl with all these Nightkin. But Henry do as he asks.
Good, good. Smart move, human. So many staring eyes.
I think those Nightkin are gonna cause a lot of trouble. But I guess giving them the specs was better than killing them. I did get a lot of useful data from the experiment, and I'm much closer to a cure than I was before. It's occurred to me that this brief test might not yield a cure anytime soon. However, if Lily were to continue to wear the prototype, I'm close to the cure. I can feel it. Lily's continued help will give me the last bit of data that I need. Permanent damage to her mind is a certainty. Even the cure won't help her. I understand. Get back to me with an answer as soon as you can.
Okay, so if we can upgrade our science high enough, we can... Where did that Nightkin go?
We were promised a cure long before this, and now we must wait some more? So many staring eyes.
Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, if I can get my science high enough, I can convince him of a solution, I think.
Hello again, dear. Of course I will, dearie, if it's helpful. Don't you worry what will happen to little old me. I'm tougher than I look. Of course, dearie. I know that, dearie. Certainly. Talk to you soon, dear.
Well, I don't think Marcus is going to be very happy that they've got the Stealth Boy 2 schematics. But it was the only peaceful resolution that we could offer at the time, so there's not much else we could have done.
It was hard enough to convince Keene to come up here in the first place, and you gave him an excuse to leave. Better than killing him, I guess. Always a chance I could get him to come back. Not counting on it. Hope the town doesn't take the blame for whatever trouble he gets into. Up to Lily. Not my call. Might lead to a faster cure, might not. Don't want any harm coming to her. See you.
Alright, so I guess we'll go looking for a brain for the pup and come back here when we've got a higher science level. Was it medicine? Possibly science? Yeah, if it's medicine, we've got a long way to go. Few level ups, and maybe we'll be able to convince him. So I'm going to start on the path back down, but we're pretty close to the hour mark now, so might need to end the episode shortly. Get as far as I can down this hill before we need to. Might even get all the way back to Novak. I think that was pretty... No, it can't have been Novak, that's miles away. Where were we? All came here. Oh, yeah, that was it. We're in the strip. Well, not the strip, in Freeside. And this is going to be mostly uneventful. I'm not sure if that will take me anywhere near where I need to go. It certainly seems to have a quest pointer on it. That's off the beaten track, and there will be a lot of strong monsters around here. Ah, hell, let's go for it. Got my NAS gun. I've even got that gun. It ends up being a bit too aggressive down this way. We can always retreat back up. There is a quest pointer am I actually following right now? The one that takes me all the way to Caesar's Legion. Don't think we want to go all that way for a dog brain. I think we'll get very distracted along the way. NCR territory. Yeah, I found a little NCR camp here.
No run-ins with the Great Khans, I hope. They've been more restless than usual. Tough, independent, and as ruthless as they come. They're holed up in Red Rock Canyon, and it's this station's job to keep an eye on them. Keeping watch on the Great Khans, mostly. They usually stick around Red Rock Canyon, but at least one large group left recently. We called it in, but haven't heard anything about any Great Khan incidents. Whatever they're doing, they're keeping a low profile. Be careful out there.
Yeah, right. Just a bunch of rangers. A comm officer. He might have something interesting to say.
You're here for the money. I told the Emeritus I was good for it. I just need more time. I talked to the cashier at Gamora into forwarding me some chips. I was convinced I was due for a hot streak. It didn't go so well. The Emeritus were nice and said they'd give me some time to pay them back. They also said if they had to talk to me about my debt again, they wouldn't be nice the next time. I don't want to talk about it. We were on patrol near the dam when a Legion raiding party jumped us. Didn't even have time to radio it in. I was hit in the head with a machete and knocked out. Didn't kill me, though some nights I wish it had. When I woke up, my nerve was gone. The rest of my squad was crucified, butchered, mutilated. I don't know how they missed me. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they knew they'd broken me. I gambled and drank a lot after that. Got into trouble. But the Rangers gave me a second chance instead of kicking me out. So here I am. Maybe. But thanks for saying it anyway.
Yay, karma.
I operate the radio and call it in if we see any great cons moving out in large groups from Red Rock Canyon.
Okay, I'm not going to do the lie, because I don't want to be a dick.
Watch out for great cons.
I'm pretty sure we're going to talk to the Omertas at some point. Toilet. I think I'm blonde. I don't remember being blonde.
Can't help but be impressed with what they're doing here.
Oh well. Let's save the game here for today. And title screen. So in this episode we've made our way to, was it Jacobstown? A town founded by a super mutant called Marcus, and inhabited by both regular super mutants and Nightkin, although it seems like most of the Nightkin have now left after we inadvertently gave them the prototype for the Mark II Stealth Boy. That was probably a mistake, but I guess we'll find out the consequences of that later, maybe. We're slightly closer to finding a cure for the Nightkin, but it seems that the only other way to continue the research now is to ask Lily to continue wearing the Mark II prototype, which will damage her brain irreparably, basically. We're basically sacrificing Lily for the greater good, but there seems to be another option we can use if we have a high enough science or possibly medicine. So we're going to try and level up science and medicine until they're high enough to facilitate that option. Other than that, we found out that Rex's brain is degraded and we need to replace it with a fresh brain. And that means we need to find a viable replacement, and we've got 3 options for that. We can either find one with Caesar's Legion, with some Fiends, or with Lady Gibson at Novak. I've not decided which one we're going to go for. I think we'll go talk to Lady Gibson first, find out what she says. Maybe she's willing to give us a dog's brain to transplant, or maybe she's not going to separate with her own dogs. Or maybe we'll go to the Fiends and see if we can rescue a dog, maybe. I don't really want to go all the way to Caesar's Legion because that's miles and miles away, and it'll take us past a load of quests that we'll get distracted by. I want to stay focused on this quest for the moment, and then we can return Rex to the King and get Edie back. So yeah, that's what we're going to be focusing on in the next episode, finding a replacement brain for Rex. So, until then, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now. See you again soon.